you're saying they should sort themselves out. Thank you. Anyway.
I'm saying that they should align their everyday actions with their manifestations. You can say, I manifest. Okay, maybe you can. I don't know. I'm not really an expert on manifestation. I'm such a doer. I'm such a doer that it might not, but really, I think that you can't really be like, oh, I want $100,000 in 3 months. I want $100 in 3 months, and say it every day and sleep and just stay at home and sleep, not do anything on your laptop to find out how you can make 100K, not go out there and connect with other people and figure out ideas that make you 100K, So I do think that there's definitely action needed with manifestation.
Yeah, so they should not only write and wait for their book to become a magic thing for them. All right, it's fine. So let's move on. Yeah. What are some of the most effective strategies you found on improving productivity and performance in millennial knowledge workers?
I will start with the simplest. I would say when it comes to understanding your productivity and performance, you need to understand where you're going, where you are, and what is the gap between the two, and what do you need to do to get there. Yeah. So, and you need to identify what works for you, and that's why it's important for you to understand what your gaps are. For example, someone can be, for example, one of the things that is a problem for me that might not be a problem for you, because I have ADHD, is time blindness. If I tell you I'll see you in 30 minutes, honestly, it could be anything. It could be it could be in 15 minutes, it could be in 2 days' time.
Yeah, I'm a very lucky man today.
But so in the sense that I really need to actually use tools to help me create a boundary to understand 30 minutes. So for example, if I take a shower and I say, oh, I'll see you in 30 minutes, that shower could really take 2 hours because mentally I don't really know how to estimate what 30 minutes is. And this is actually a condition a lot of people have, yeah? And also
I was actually going to ask, is this just you or is this something that, is it
no,
just
no,
you?
no. One, actually, it's one of the symptoms of ADHD. So if you have anyone in your audience who suffers from ADHD, some of the tips and strategies that we talk about are very useful. So anyway, so you have to identify what your issues are. You could be very good at keeping time, but you could be terrible at understanding your projects. You could be very good at bigger picture, vision, but then you're terrible at everyday tasks and the opposite. So you need to identify that, and then now you're able to actually diagnose what problems you have. But let me say in short, the things that you need to look at. You need to look at time, your knowledge, and effort, because those are the biggest resources that you have. And then the strategies that you can use, for example, time management, yeah? You can look at time blocking. You can look at time track and be in step with the things that you need to do. Then you also have knowledge management, which is basically harnessing information that comes to you. As knowledge workers, the biggest assets that we have is knowledge. Yeah. And so understanding how to harness information from outside, from the internet, everywhere it comes from, and distilling it for the things that you need. That is going to save you a lot of time, because one of the areas that we get distracted the most is in our search of knowledge. Because where do we search our knowledge from? Mostly the internet now. And the internet is so distracting. So understanding how, how to guard yourself against the distractions of going into the internet and access information is one of the ways that you can increase your productivity. And thirdly, your effort, where is your energy going? What are you doing? How much effort does it take to actually get, say, a report done? How much energy does it, effort does it take to get the most out of your day? Understanding this means that you can harness your day in a way, or design your day in a way that one, you make the most use of when you have the most energy, and then, and when are you most creative? Because sometimes even when you have the most energy, you don't necessarily want to do the most creative things. Maybe you want to, go for a run. Yeah. And maybe when you're more relaxed, then you want to think about like ideas for your business and so on. So understanding yourself is the biggest hack to actually your productivity.
So let's maybe speak about